Hello, hello, hello. We are getting started here. I am here with a guest stamper, not surprise stamper, guest stamper today. And I am actually, I believe, a minute early. But that's okay. We're going to let everybody start getting on. I'm grabbing a cup of coffee real quick. My guest stamper, Miss Coffee, is here today.
Good morning, everybody.
So we will see when everybody starts getting on. It's a beautiful day out there, a little windy, a little breezy, but I'm thinking we're still okay. Let's see what we've got going here. I'm going to try. I don't know if this will work or not. We're just waiting. Like I said, oh, I have somebody on. Good morning, good morning. I am trying to cast to the large screen. Everybody let me know when you start getting... Oh, I see Beverly. Hey, Beverly. She says, hello, Carolyn and Coffee.
Good morning.
I see Karen Barley. Yes, Karen Barley. So we are getting set. And hey, Miss Pat. We're just going to give it a few minutes here so that I can work with tablet and see. You know, when you want to do something and you do it once and you know you want to do it again, you know Facebook and those things, hey Tammy, just do not let you do it again. So, it's Christmas in July. Coffee says in the background. So, we are making a Christmas card today. And we are going to see what you guys think of this Christmas card. I also want to see those planners from last week. I need you to be able to post me some. I know a few have done them. So that's great, but you got to be planning. So we can see what we need to be doing. So we know the planner was the first thing on their list when I went through and was trying to decide what to do. You're not frozen. Let me just turn down some volume. Like I said, I am playing with new technology, trying to get some things going on here. Let's see. I don't know if this is going to work or not. But anyway, sorry to, hey Kenzie. Sorry to keep playing. I just want to try to get some things happening. If you guys have just a minute to wait with me this morning. And then we're going to go through this wonderful, wonderful card. You know, again, I cannot show you the catalog pages yet, but I do have them. So if anybody's coming by my house, we can definitely do some sharing of those catalogs. And I will share this though. Woohoo, woohoo. Let's break that baby in half. Fresh out of the oven. Oh my goodness. Oh, and there be Mr. Drummer. He's saying hello this morning. So, just trying to see what we have here. I'm so sorry for the delay. Like I said, I am really trying some technology this morning to see, and it's just not going to work. So we're just going to go like we are and not keep you guys held up any longer. So look, we are going to be using this wonderful holly border punch. And we are using the Sparkle of the Season bundle that includes these wonderful dies. And there's 2 layers of those dies in there, so don't think just the one sheet is all you get. Look at that, 2 different sheets. Plus we get the stamp set, and you can buy either or. You don't have to buy both. So, but this is what we've used. And we're going to be making this, okay? Along with, I also use the stitch rectangles, okay? So, let's just get started. I am Carolyn Bosley, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And you are in our group watching right now under Inky Gatherings, okay? You can share. Hey, Miss Gradine. Ask friends and family to join us if they are interested. And, if you see anything today that I'm using, I will tell you there's a few things. The paper, the background paper, is available at this time, and it's on sale. Christmas Tidings is a 6x6 pack, and it's on sale, and I will show you that. The stitch rectangles that I used is in the current catalog. Rhinestones, current catalog, and of course, paper. Cardstock is in the current catalog. What's not available until August 3rd, but I'm doing this preview, Christmas in July, so you can have your list ready to go the minute it goes live, is the Sparkle of the Season stamp set, the dies, and then also this is a punch that you can purchase separately or with a different bundle, okay? So there's those type of items. And also, when you do that, $50 in sale gets you a free item out of the celebration. So, yes, you are right there. Here is the 6x6, and this is Tidings of Christmas paper. I'm just going to, you know me and thumbing through paper, it doesn't go that well all the time, but look at that. Is that not gorgeous paper? Now I'll flip it this way. Oh my goodness. And you get 48 sheets to a pack, okay? So, a couple little housekeeping things. Remember, we do have the kits collection. You can go on. Hey, Mary Ellen Color. You can go on and watch those videos. They're adding new kits as they become available. So, those are great, especially for starters or people who don't want to necessarily build an inventory. You get pretty much everything in the box to use, whether it be the stamps, dimensionals, ribbon, cutouts, die cuts already pre-cut for you, and things like that. So everything's there. So that's one. Yes, the designer series paper, Beauty of the Earth, Bloom Where You're Planted, Hand Pen, In Good Taste, In the Wild, Pansy Petals, You're a Peach, Sweet Symmetry. Those are all 12 by 12 papers, and they are 15% off now through August 2nd, okay? The Tidings of Christmas is a 6x6 pack with 48 sheets, and it is also on the 15% off sale. So, and that's the pack that I'm using today. I've got a sheet out of that. Don't forget, today is the last day to sign up for this month's Paper Pumpkin. It has to be done today, July 10th. So there you go. And one more time, I can show you this beauty. Just the cover, just the cover. And again, the reason that we are delaying it instead of July, it's not available until August. Let me just say, let me write in August there. Is because of COVID and shipping delays and so forth. Stampin' Up! Wanted to try to make sure that you had a good experience with the catalog, and all those things that you order in the beginning are not back ordered and things like that. Okay, so there we go. I will say that the sparkle of the season bundle, I will tell you that the dies, let me pull it out here. The dies and stamp set on this is $45.75 for both. But you get Halloween, you get Thanksgiving, you get Christmas. You know, the snowflakes can be used all winter long. The leaves and so forth all fall long. It's got stars in here. You know, hey Louise, you could even turn this into a baby card. You know what I mean? Just by using the stars and so forth. So there's a lot of different options and uses for that stamp set. So, okay, now I have to put close the catalog so I don't mess up, because I am not allowed to show those. Kavi's laughing at me, but she's a demonstrator also. She knows how strict they get on some of these things, and they can pull our demonstratorship. So we, of course, want to abide by that. So
we call them the Stampin Up police. They check on us every now and then.
Yes. Hey, Miss Amy, how are you? So this, it looks maybe a little complicated to some. It's not. I'm going to show you how easy this is, and we're going to take it from there. Okay. So we have a standard base of 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Okay. Then we have, and then I have all my little pieces of extra little snippets on the back of the card there we go. Then our layer was cut at 3 3/4 by 5, so you can really see that it was cut down, and it adds that extra, I guess, dimension, for a better word, to the card. Then I used the designer series paper out of the Tidings of Christmas and cut 5 of the stitched rectangles. And in person, I don't know if you can see it online, but in person you can see the stitching around each one. And I'll show you how I just measured with my grid paper that I had here. You don't have to use a grid paper, and so forth. So, and I'll show you what we have. And Kavi has something that she's working with. She has the same products that I do when we're doing our samples. She may decide to do it the exact same way. She may not. Everybody has different color preferences. Everybody has different choices, left, right, things like that. So it's just whatever. It's maker's choice. You just have to, when you come here and stamp with me, you just have to use what I've put in front of you. Sorry. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, of course, the wreath that I chose was the pine and holly wreath. Okay. Now these I have already cut out from, or using the big boss and the little boss. And here I left this so I could show you. This is another good thing for your pick tool. On occasion, you're going to get these little things that don't pop all the way out. They're cut, they just didn't pop all the way out. Just use your pick tool and pop them bad boys out and babies out, and you are good to go then. Okay, and then your choice on which way you wanted to layer it. This had sort of a, what I thought of as the bottom where the ends crossed, so that's what I used, sort of going to the side. You can see there. Okay, so Cobb, I don't know if yours has some little pieces still in there or not. You'll have to look at it and see. Hey, Miss Martha. So I am just scoring my base. Okay, scoring my base. And just going to lay it to the side then. And I do have a verse. Well, I guess I could go ahead and do that. My Merry Christmas, I just wanted, you can see just touches of red. It's not over inundated, I guess. Is that the word? A word, Colby?
Inundated.
Inundated. There, she's my teacher. Sorry. I didn't want it inundated with red, but I wanted, you can see the different shades of green to give it some depth and texture, and then I just added the little bits of red. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will stamp the inside. I like this verse. May the sparkle of the season warm your heart and home. So That's good. And I am going to do it in red. So I'm going to pull out my stamp mat. I should be on a solid surface here, but I just like to be used to doing that and know that I'm good. God, if you need one, there's one to your left in the little cubby, but you're on a solid glass, so you're good. So I am just stamping that down. And let me put this in. Hey, Miss Sandy. Good morning. Good morning. So I'm just going to lay that over to the side for now. And I'm going to pull back my layered piece. Again, cut 3 3/4 by 5. So basically it's cut down a 1/2 inch instead of just the 1/4 inch layers. Okay. And I am doing a portrait. Okay. So let's find the pieces. And here's my 5 pieces. And look, you could easily do something with the other side of this too. I just thought it was a little too much white for me using the white wreath, okay? So we're using the green side, and I think this is actually the soft succulent, if I'm not mistaken, is the color. So what I did, I hope you can see this. Let's see. Let me push this up a little bit, and maybe you can see better. Okay, so I'm moving up, moving on up. Okay, so I think you can see the numbers here on the bottom. This is actually, I think, the centimeter side, but it doesn't matter. So all I did was take a look at how long this was. It's 12 and a half, 12, let's see, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8. It's about 12 and 6/8. Or as far as numbers, I know it's centimeters, but I'm just looking at my numbers. Sorry, to help me get through. So then I know that 6 is half of 12. Half of this 5 is 2 and a half. And then I need another little 1 because there's 2 more marks there. See, that's how complicated that is, okay? So I just made a little mark right here. So this sort of looks like my center. And then the first thing I do is get a little glue on there, okay? And then I am going to I use liquid glue. That way it gives me just a minute to move it if I so desire and need to, okay? So now I've got my center point done. Is it exactly? Maybe not. I'm on camera. Does anything ever come out right for me when I'm on camera? Probably not. So, does anybody else measure crazy like I do like that when you're trying to get a center point? Also, if you have your ruler, you know, your centering ruler, lay it down in front of you, whatever you need to do. You're not leaving a lot of space. If you look, you're not wanting to leave a lot of space in between, okay? Well, that quickly. 1, 2. There it is. Turned upside down on me. I didn't see it. And then I just lay them down. These are not popped up. It's just my base to give me some more texture, color, dimension layers. Real light on the glue on this. You do not need, oops, do not need a lot of glue at all. Hey, Linda. What size are the rectangles? I'll have, it's the stitched rectangles. And I don't know that I have an exact size. It's just whatever you want based on your, oops, based on your, let me see. These look to be 2 7/8 by 7/8. 7/8 by 2 7/8 is what these appear to be. Okay, but it's just whatever you want to make them based on your card that you're doing. Hey, Miss Wanda, Joanne, and Becky. Joanne says she's late, but she has finally made it to the party.
About time.
So there you have it as far as putting your layer together. Okay, then I'm just simply dotting a little glue here and there. Not lots. You don't need lots because you're going to be building on top of this. Okay, and again, I'm just going to use this point that looks like the where the ends of the twig or the ends of the wreath meet, and I'm going to just lay it down like that because it's pretty much that will be covered up. Okay, hope I didn't go down too far, and you never know, it may not be exactly the same when I get going. Who knows? You know me. Okay, one thing I'm going to do is go ahead, and I just have a strip of white cardstock here. I think, Kavi, I've already got you one over there. I'm just going to stamp the Merry Christmas. Red sometimes wants to be contrary depending on the paper you use and doesn't want to dry immediately. So that's why I am... Oh, I didn't put my... Oh, see, I smeared. Because, why? I did not put my foam underneath here, and I wobbled it. Wobbles, weebles, wobble, but they don't fall down. Oh, Becky says she is babysitting a Dotson so she can be like me. Let me just tell you. We will see, because now, my Dotson is crazy sometimes. You know that. There we go. Excuse me. So I'm just going to take my scissors and snip. Toss that one. Spin up. So I'm just going to lay that over there with my card where we stamp the inside of the card. Take a look. Okay. I don't know if anybody has time to go to the farmer's market later. I think they close at 1, but I think they're having a kids' day. Kids are set up with products and things to sell today, whether they're entrepreneurs as far as artists or whether they are doing some farming on their own with their families or whatever, you know. But just so you know. Okay, so I feel like that is good and glued. Then I have all these little things over here that we are going to use if we so desire. We have one of the little holly branches. We have some of the little red stems. We have the individual leaves that I punched from the holly border punch, and I showed a little bit of that, how that worked already earlier in the week. And there's all sorts of colors. Some blend, some do not. You just have to, like I said, maker's choice on what you want. So, let's see. This is my banner, Merry Christmas, and it is going to be popped up. And the neat thing about what I saw about this stamp is that the start of the M and the end of the S in Merry Christmas is right exactly with the 2 7/8 length of this stitched die. So you can have it work that way, or you can cut your banner ends into it, round them, whatever you might want to do. Leave it longer. That's, again, maker's choice on that. So what if we pop it up here a little bit? I'm going to cut one of the ends off just a little bit more. Is everybody with me? You like these colors or not? Or I'm about to think you guys are leaving me. You're not commenting. So I think I'm going to go up just a little bit more this time. Now, I'm not going to stick it yet down, but I am going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back so that I can have it laying there and up far enough for me to tell where I'm wanting it. Okay, I think that's going to be pretty cool. I'm just going to change it up maybe just a little bit, let a little bit more of the wreath show here, move that up. So then we have holly. We have some of the greenery, and some of it can go down low. Some of it can go up behind this. Hey, can anybody hear my Christmas music in the background? Is it too loud? Coffee come in and I was just blasting to Christmas this morning. I like that soft succulent color also, Karen. It just it just softens it up. That's all we can say. So let's see about moving that just a tad. Coffee's over here singing. Can you hear her? She does better than I did the other night. I don't know if you were on here, Cobb, but the other night they were throwing Christmas tunes at me and putting the words on there. I was saying, I don't know the words. Well, they gave me the words and it was like, looks like I'm going to be singing or not here. So, oh, you don't hear the music. Joanne says you don't hear the music. Well, Alexa, volume up. Well, thank you, Martha. Well, I am so glad you were able to join us. You're welcome anytime. We just have a blast. Very informal. If you have questions that are outside the scope of what we're doing today, you can message me, or toward the end, we can take a look and see if we can get those answered for you. Yes, just pop those questions out there and we'll be glad to help. Okay? Look how easy this is coming together. Okay, I asked Alexa to turn my music up. Now do you hear my music? Or do I need to go up further and drive Coffee crazy since she's sitting right beside it? Let's see. Becky says she hears it loud. Beverly says louder, please. So we will say, let's see what comes on next. Sometimes it's not a song I really care for. So we will see. Alexa, let's turn it up just a tad. Ah ha ha! Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Okay. Oh, I think that's old Reba. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Okay. 80 degrees outside, people, and we're doing Christmas in July. I gotta have some music for inspiration. What do you think? just changing up colors, mixing in some colors here to see what these are going to look like. Like I said, it may not be your color. You may want an all one monotone color. And I think I need one of them all. And then we're going to so there we go. See, look how easy that is. I mean, you could sit and stamp these things and cut them out in front of the television while you were watching, you know, on commercials. Or my house is very small, so I just can run back and forth during commercials and get lots done. I mean, it's small. Okay, Alexa, let's turn down the volume just a tad. Thank you. Alexa, volume down. Thank you. She wasn't listening to me. Sort of like Cobby when Cobby's here. Cobby don't listen to me either. Okay, so, you know, you have some options. We have these new shimmer subtle sequins. I just want to look at one of those. There's several different styles and kinds, and they're little. I'm just going to lay there. I think I need red. I don't think these are colorful enough for this card. Now, I have some ideas. Don't you think this card would be pretty like in an all white card, and then like everything just stamped and cut out in white, and then just with your Papa Red Merry Christmas? Ooh, doggies, that would be pretty. So, but what I'm going to be using is the red rhinestones, the basic jewels. They are currently available. So if you've got a project you're working on and decide this would be it, go for it. They are in the current catalog. And again, inkygatherings.stampinup.net. Okay. Best thing, if anyone does not have the pick tool, it's the best tool. I say it's the best tool since sliced bread.
Last night, did anybody watch Jeopardy?
No.
They had slogans on, and the contestants had to complete the slogan.
Yes.
And the first one was, the best thing since, and they had to finish it. And I just laughed. Because Carolyn says it all the time.
This is the best thing since sliced bread. Hey, it's a $10 tool, and it does so many different things. So I'm just going to start by putting my berries there at the edge of my holly. I'm just sort of pushing them together. And then I'm going to add a couple up here. Oh my gosh, look what, I mean, it's gorgeous. And you're done. You're absolutely done. It's all that is needed. I know, I panic when I can't find it. I called Joanne one day. She had been here and Coffee had been here. I said, okay, check your bags. My pick tool's gone. Somebody has to bring me my pick tool back home. One's in Hillsville and one's in West Jefferson. I don't know who has it. Somebody has my pick tool. Coffee goes, checks her bag. It's not there. Joanne checks her bag. It's not there. I said, now, people, we did not throw my pick tool away. It is somewhere. I've looked everywhere. Have you looked here? I've looked there. I'm telling you, I've looked there. Well, I open up my adhesive drawer. There's my pick tool. So, you know, there were apologies all around, but I was in a panic mode that somebody was going to have to bring me my pick tool. I was working hard at work on things. And said, I'm like you, Tammy. I don't work well without it now that I've gotten so used to it. On this, I am doing 5. And I would cut them in half, but due to video timing and so forth, I'm not. And Cobb, how you doing over there?
I'm a-working.
And
slowly, of course.
Uh-oh, she may not have a finished card to show us by the time we're done. So this is just one card that can be made with this set. There's all sorts of options, of course. I'm going to pull this out here. Again, it's made of Sparkle of the Season, Warm Your Heart and Home. Martha, go out there. Go ahead and throw out some questions if you've got some for us today. Trust me, this group will chime in and help answer, and I will answer too. So, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, again, you can message me. Either way, all works. Look at that. Look at that. And then just having that top layer using a dimensional, it just gives it so much more. So, and I thought I had really changed this up quite a bit, but I really didn't based on the size. What I did change, it looks like, is the color that I used on the holly, the little holly leaves. Those changed up. So what do you think? Are you giving me some love on these? So, and I still have this little piece left, so if I needed to, but see, I don't think we need it. I like seeing that paper in the background. It does have some pine cone in it. I chose not to use the pine cones because I wanted, there is a pine cone stamp, and I could have punched it out, because, or not punched it out, die cut it, because there is a die cut that goes with it too. But it just wasn't what I wanted. I wanted the berries, and if you look up close, those aren't real berries. So, hey, Miss Faith, that's okay, late to the party, but we can catch you up. So, again, this is the Sparkle of the Season bundle, in which you get the stamps and the dies. And the good thing about this is that this set will lead you through fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas, just all winter long. There's lots of things. I even said earlier, you can use this and use one of the plain wreaths and the stars, and you could end up making a baby card out of it, just using your other words and so forth. So lots. Now here is something I wanted to, a little tip I wanted to show. So let me grab a different set so you can see what I am talking about. And this is with the photopolymer. And I wonder if I've got a new set of photopolymer. Well, no, of course. Give me just a minute here. To show. Okay, I don't, so I'll just have, oh, maybe here. No, I'll just have to show you with this set that we are using. So, let me open it up and, okay, so, if you open a new photopolymer set, you're going to see that your cover is made so that you can have your stamps right here, and you don't have to worry about your printed sheet, losing a printed sheet or anything like that. You know, you can just peel them off, and then I keep the hard plastic over top. However, I didn't like the fact that I couldn't see my stamps through the back of the case. You see, it just has this instruction sheet. And yes, it does have a picture of your stamps on the front, or the stamped images, but it does not have a place where I can see my stamps. And I don't know, that was just driving me crazy. So, if you take your cover out, and all you have to do is, I mean, it's not stuck in there or anything, it's just so here's what it looks like, okay? It's all one piece when you take it out. And then I just cut it. You can tell I didn't even use a trimmer. You can use a trimmer, but I just cut it with my scissors up this one side, okay? Then I just laid it back in here on top of the front and placed it back in. Okay? And then you have a place to put your stamps, and you can see them through the back side. Why had you thought of that one, Coffee? See? Because it comes as the one piece. So I just cut it in half and slid it back down underneath, and then just use that to place my stamps. That way I can see the cover.
She's a genius, folks.
Well, I've probably seen it somewhere. Okay, I've probably seen it somewhere. So, but that's something you can do with your new stamps. And you may not have a problem. You may be okay with not seeing them through the back. So, with
like that.
Yeah. So I still like being able to see. And if you don't, again, if you don't cut it,
Right.
you have this piece. It's all one, but it's like this basically, and then when you close it, you can't see your stamps in the back.
So cut it and turn it.
So I just cut. I didn't even turn it. I just cut it, and then when I just put it inside the front cover, still serves the same purpose.
So smart.
Yay, yay, yay! So Miss Coffee. She's working away. She's almost done. Okay. Yeah, you can see if they're all there without opening the case. Sometimes the images on the front could be a little bit different sizes. And so they could be different sizes than what the actual stamps are, and I don't know what it is. It's just something. It's one of those things I'm used to. So I like to see the stamps. That's all there is to it. So, tell me questions. Anybody got questions for me? Catalog items, things we used today, techniques or anything we did today. Other than this was a lot of die cutting. We're still in the midst of doing these lives these Facebook lives instead of meeting in person. We might get there, but just not yet, not hardly. And but tell me what type of things you're thinking about working on for Christmas in July. What are some of the things, we've got one, two, three. We've got about 6 more Christmas in July episodes to be showing. So I'm sure there'll be some more cards in there. I'm sure we'll have some tags. And I'm sure there will be some gift items using Stampin' Up product. So tell me, what are some of the things that you might be interested in? Hey Martha, all the videos are uploaded once I'm done, and they're uploaded to the facebook.com/groups/Inky Gatherings. It's not the business page, but it's the group. And yes, they are uploaded. It takes a few minutes for them to upload once they're done, but everything's there, and then you can even watch past videos. One of the things also, if you go to the Inky Gatherings group, if you can't see it, just ask to join. And I'll immediately put you in there. But I don't think there should be a problem. It's a public group. And every once in a while we get a troll, and I just try to delete them out. But if you want to see just videos and so forth, when you go to Inky Gatherings, facebook.com/groups/Inky Gatherings, at the top there will be things like announcements. So that's where the current hostess code will always be located. You can move on over to, sometimes it will say photos, sometimes it will say media. But if you take a look at some of those tabs, like the photos, you can see photos that have been posted into the group. And if you see the, like the little arrow going forward, you would see that that's a video, and you can click on that video. I try to also put, you know, things like this would say Christmas in July. It'll have the stamp set, the die set, the paper. So you can search in the group by certain things like that. Yes, I will demonstrate gift card holders. Of course, that's a huge thing. Huge, huge. So, okay, we're going to pull in Kavi's card here. Look at this. So, she did a great job. You can see she did what we call landscape instead of portrait. She did not pop up this piece, but she popped up here. She added extra holly. She was able, by turning it landscape, it really gave her more of a an area to be able more, I was trying to think, more footage, more acreage to use all the little things that was later there. And then here's one thing I really like what she did. She picked up the wreath in portions of it and put some of the die cuts that were stamped and die cut ready for her to use. Some are under, some are on top. So that really made a big difference. So that is pretty cool. And she used bling on both of her holly the holly leaf. Is it holly leaves? That's what they call them, isn't it? I just call it holly. But, you know, she put the berries there on both ends of that. So that really helps with that also. So she's got to have all the loving. So you got to have them hearts going for Kavi. Yes, if you need to work right now, that is fine, Martha. And we will, you can post the message in here and I'll go back to it after a while. Or you can message me on the site, however you feel more comfortable. So, but welcome, and I'm glad you were able to join us for a while today. Great job, Kavi Bev says. So, this is what we have. So, enjoy your afternoon. We're going to be stamping here. We've got a big Stamping Up demonstrator meeting coming up toward the end of July. So Kavi and I are in several swaps. So it is time for me to refill my coffee cup and get going again. So Kavi, you have anything to say?
Nope. Just have a beautiful day, ladies.
So, okay. Happy stamping, and we shall talk to you later. And go ahead and post questions in here or on the site, and I will answer them up as the day goes on. Have a great one. Bye.